Hi, I'm Jamie. I live in Seattle and I take my two dogs, Ember and Ash, on weekly adventures in the mountains. I hike, camp, and road trip only to places where I can bring my two favorite travel buddies. This week, we did a road trip to Oregon, where I hiked to see phenomenal views of the best peaks and volcanoes of southern Washington and central Oregon. Hi, welcome back. This week I did a road trip down to Oregon where I took advantage of some exceptionally great weather. I did 3 different hikes, stopped in Bend for a couple of beers, and then wrapped up the trip with a stop at Halloweentown. I had the essential Oregon experience of getting scolded at for pumping my own gas. I swear, every time I go there, I always forget that is like one of 2 states where it is legitimately illegal for you to pump your own gas. So heads up if you go there. So overall, a really great 3-night, 4-day sort of spontaneous road trip down to, you'll get a little bit of sun. So yeah, enjoy. This trip was loosely planned days before, where a window of fantastic weather motivated me to pack up my hiking gear and convert the back of my car into a sleeping pod. I headed out Tuesday morning with Mount Hood National Forest as my first stop. I did an overnight on the McNeil Point Trail, getting to see a stunning sunset and sunrise before heading down and making my way towards Bend. My stop in Bend was brief, but I couldn't go through without getting a couple of beers and a bite to eat. I then drove to the nearest Walmart to settle in for the night. The next morning, I drove the bumpy road to the closest trailhead to access the No Name Lake and Bend Glacier Trail. I had a fair bit of time left after I finished this hike, so instead of finding a dispersed camping spot, I found another hike I can fit in before heading back to Seattle the next day. I got to the summit of Black Butte Lookout Trail just before sunset. With the days being shorter, I had plenty of time to get a head start back towards Seattle, so that I wouldn't be driving too much the next day. I wrapped up the trip the next morning by checking out Halloweentown. I was back home by noon, where I unloaded everything, took a much needed shower, and crashed on the couch for a few hours before my favorite virtual weekly happy hour chat. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this. Stay tuned for the 3 videos that I'm going to release on each of the hikes I did. But until then, see ya!